Hello students. So today I will be explaining you three kinds of solutions depending on the solute content of the solution. So it is of three kinds: saturated solution, unsaturated solution and supersaturated solution. So first we will start with saturated solution. A solution that cannot dissolve any more of the solute at a given temperature is called saturated solution. Let us start with the preparation of the saturated solution. That how we are going to prepare a saturated solution. Let us take 100 gram of a distilled water and add 1 gram of sugar and stir with the glass rod till the sugar dissolves. Then again add 1 gram of more sugar and stir it. It too will dissolve. Continue adding a gram of sugar at a time and stir vigorously after each addition. Then a stage will come when no more sugar will dissolve. The solution then formed is called a saturated solution. This is the saturated solution of sugar in water and it cannot dissolve any more of the solute without changing the temperature. Now, if a saturated solution is heated to a higher temperature, then it becomes unsaturated. More solute can be dissolved in this solution now. So what is unsaturated solution? A solution in which more of the solute can be dissolved at a given temperature. It is known as unsaturated solution. Now we will learn about supersaturated solution. A solution that holds more solute than it can theoretically do at a given temperature. It is called supersaturated solution. That is, heat a saturated solution and dissolve some more solute to it. Then cool it back to room temperature slowly without causing any disturbance. Then the resultant solution holds more solute than the saturated solution. This is a supersaturated solution. Now we will learn about the hydrates. A substance containing water of crystallization is called hydrates. Now the question comes, what do you mean by water of crystallization? The water molecules associated with the substance in a crystal and forming part of crystalline structure are together referred as the water of crystallization. Let us take an example of washing soda. What is its formula? Ne2CO3.10H2O means it is containing 10 molecules of water. Now the question comes, what happens when we heat a hydrate? A hydrate on being heated, it loses its water of crystallization. This will be better explained with the help of an example that take a few crystals of blue vitriol in a dry test tube and heat it gently. After heating, what we will observe? We will see the salt will slowly lose its blue color and turns into white. The crystals will crumble down to the powdery substance and some colorless liquid drops will collect in the colder part of the test tube. Now when we cool the white powdery substance and again moisten it with a drop of water, the solid turns blue again. Now we will learn about the hygroscopic substances. A substance that absorbs moisture from the atmosphere is called hygroscopic substance. For example, anhydrous calcium chloride, silica gel. They are used as a drying agents. You people must have seen a small cloth bag containing a solid inside a box of medicine and in thermoflask. Everyone must have seen this thing. The bag contains this is a silica gel, a common drying agent which keeps the air inside the box dry. Now we will learn about the deliquescent substances. A solid hygroscopic substance which absorbs so much of the atmospheric moisture that the solid dissolves in it and forms a concentrated solution is called a deliquescent substance. For example, magnesium chloride, sodium hydroxide. Students, you must have seen that the rock salt or a crude common salt, when it is left open in the rainy season, it appears to be have melted. Why it is so? It does not melt at ordinary temperature, but it melts. Students, you must have seen that the rock salt or a crude common salt, when it is left open in the rainy season, it appears to be have melted. Why it is so? It does not melt at ordinary temperature, but it melts. Why it is so? In fact, it is containing deliquescent substances, that is calcium chloride and magnesium chloride as an impurities. So it absorbs so much moisture from the atmosphere in the rainy season and gets dissolved and appears to be have melted. However, refined table salt, it does not show this property. Why? Because it does not contain any calcium chloride or magnesium chloride. So boys, in our next lecture, we will learn about the action of metals and metal oxides on water. So for today's homework, you have to go through your chapter and then try to do the back exercise. Thank you.